Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click the little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. Picard is not a sequel to The Next Generation. You know, I might as well tell them now, warn them ahead of time, because they're going to find out sooner or later, right? Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, your favorite YouTube harpy, huge Star Trek fan. Yeah, more than Star Wars. I admit it. Picard is something that I have been passionately covering for, the past year and a half, since its inception. Since Discovery, I've been covering this later Star Trek stuff because I want good Star Trek. I just want good Star Trek. Here, this is fascinating to me how they're just admitting right now that what are you trying to do? Tank this on purpose? Like, seriously, you couldn't do more to hurt this series than just admit that no, it has nothing to do with Star Trek. Forget any of the characters you liked. Did you like Last Jedi? Did you like how it disrespected those characters in Star Wars? Well, here's the Star Trek equivalent. I'm not even kidding. I wish I were. Here, what does Mr. Spock have to say about it?
I like science.
I wish that were a joke. It's not. This am Star Trek now. This am Star Trek now. And I'm saying it TRACK because it might as well be spelled differently because it is that different of an idea, of a message, of a show. It has nothing to do with hope. It has nothing to do with this optimistic future where money really isn't a thing and people do jobs to better themselves and humanity and they explore in the least confrontational way. No, it's shoot first, ask questions later. That is how Discovery has been, and that is how Picard is going to be as well. Everything from the inception. Patrick Stewart wouldn't come back unless it was a very, very different Picard. I'll just link the Picard playlist, right? Boom, right here. Link the whole playlist. I have been covering this forever, and Patrick Stewart would not come back unless it was a different character. Much in the same way with Insurrection, he wanted dune buggies. This is why that's a meme over on Midnight's Edge After Dark with the dune buggies and Old Man Picard. Because that's what this show is going to be. It is going to be Old Man Picard in this action-packed sci-fi. Just look at my trailer reaction. You got 7 to 9 dual-wielding basically blasters. They're basically blasters at this point. They're not even phasers anymore. They might as well be blasters because we've got droids working on the ship in Discovery. Oh, don't get me started on Discovery. We got droids who work on the outside of the ship in Discovery, just like Star Wars. You got short treks that want to be Pixar animated thing. What is Star Trek anymore? They have no idea. Oh, also, Sisko's my favorite captain, and Garrick is probably my favorite character of all time. Oh god, In the Pale Moonlight was such a good episode. And this is what they did to Star Trek now, is that when I'm sad that we don't have this anymore, we will never get another In the Pale Moonlight. We will never get another Deep Space Nine the way they're going. No. We have little Mikey Sue Spock, complete with 0 points of articulation, in her little in-action figure, because there are no action figures for the show. Nobody wants it. The only thing that this is for people who want to cosplay as Star Trek characters and go to conventions and be represented and be part of this. You don't like the show, therefore you're an istinophobe. Even though Michael Burnham would be a crap character if it were a white guy. The writers' room are, in my opinion, from Discovery, at least, and they bleed over into Picard, they're the same people, are the most childish, temper tantrum throwing people I've ever seen. I went to the Star Trek Las Vegas convention on your dime. You guys sent me. Thank you so much for sending me. I wish I came back with better news. I really do. Other than how Jason Isaacs, Captain Lorca from Discovery, says we're all a bunch of ists and we need to be more inclusive, according to Mary Chieffo, despite, who is my favorite captain? That's right. Sisko. Right there. Patrick Stewart reprises his role as Star Trek The Next Generation's Jean-Luc Picard in the upcoming series Star Trek Picard on CBS All Access. The streaming show will now see Picard on a new adventure, but also brings back some familiar faces for member berries. Hey, I remember Data. I remember 7 of 9. I remember that. But executive producer Akiva uses the derogatory F word about the character Stamets in the writer's room, according to rumors that I've heard. My sources say that. Says Picard isn't a sequel to The Next Generation, like most people want. Why can't it just be a sequel to... Why can't you just... Oh yeah, that's right, because they don't have writers, because they're all working on the Orville right now. Because anybody with any talent or any sense of what Star Trek is working on the Orville, which is why the Orville's a superior show. Also, thank you so much for subscribing, Derek Roberts. If you guys do enjoy my content and subscribe, you never know, I might be recording the next video, so you might get a shout out. It's not a sequel to The Next Generation. It's something new. We pointedly... No, it's not. It's not new. It is exactly... You've got elves running around the spaceship looking right out of Lord of the Crapping Rings. You got more action. It's another... Oh, the mystery girls, the key to everything! Because that's all they have to do. It is the most juvenile... Right? Here you go. Here's a new costume, too. There's a little bit of news here. Shout out to David Chilson. He's like, oh, is there anything more than a new costume that I tweeted out? And, you know... Shout out to him for sending this to me. It's the Countdown comics. It's the Countdown comics, which we knew, which we said for the past year that they're just doing the Countdown comics, which are out of the movie, the cinematic timeline. The cinematic timeline that started in 2009. So this is all under the Bad Robot Secret Hideout little sub-license, even though it's all under one house, unless they can really, really drastically fix this. I see this as a warning. This isn't Picard. This is not the Picard you knew. This is not a sequel. This is a very different Picard. This is a very different show. This is closer to Discovery. Oh yeah. Every article I've seen says this is closer to Discovery. We pointedly wanted to not make a sequel to Next Generation, Goldman tells Hollywood Outbreak. I think totally it's a bit of a hybrid. Now, I've been saying this for months, that it's going to be a mishmash, and we got confirmation of this in Star Trek Las Vegas as well, that it's going to be a mishmash of Star Trek The Next Generation characters, and remember this, remember that, is going to be very character-driven in a very action-adventure-orientated show. It's going to be a hybrid of Picard meets Discovery. I think that tonally it's a bit of a hybrid. No! See, this is the problem, is when you have tonal shifting all over you kind of need a tone for a show or a movie. You can't just keep flip-flopping back and forth each scene to different tones, because it's going to bother and confuse your audience. It's going to be a mess. And they're flat out saying this. They're like prepping it for failure at this point. They're prepping it for people to not like this. They're flat out saying, oh yeah, it's going to be totally different. It's a hybrid. It's going to be a bit of Next Generation mixed with Discovery.
I like science.
Oh, no, you don't, Spock, because the science in Discovery makes sonar work in outer space, and transporting doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far you are. You can just transport, boom, just like that, anywhere in the galaxy, because script says so. That is Star Trek Discovery in a nutshell. It is script says so, because Michael Burnham needs to be the bestest thing ever by leeching off of the fame of more famous characters and popular characters like Spock.
I like science.
No, Spock, stop. This is the problem with Discovery, and it's going to be more of a problem in Picard, because people are going to come in with expectations. People my age. People grew up with Next Generation. More so, because the people who love TNG, or TOS rather, are getting up there. They're a little older, and I still love TOS. I really, really do. Don't get me wrong. Still love TOS. But there's less the Star Wars effect. I think you're going to have a lot of people who grew up around the same time as the people who grew up with Star Wars. And you know how well that turned out with Star Wars.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
Oh, yeah. See, that's another one that had the little key to everything girl save the day because modern writing. Modern writing is just garbage on some of these newer shows. So they're setting this up to be this totally inconsistent mishmash of this stuff. And we've seen in the trailers, you've seen my trailer reactions and breakdowns, where it's going to be this big action-adventure shoot-'em-up series. But then it's also going to be this hybrid of heavy intellectual character development? I don't think so. Because you know what they do in these series? They just throw as much dialogue at the screen as they possibly can, so you don't have time to process it. That's exactly what they did in Rise of Skywalker. This is J.J. Abrams' school of thought. And J.J. disciple Alex Kurtzman is in charge of Discovery and Picard and everything else over on the television side of Star Trek. Star Trek Picard has also gone through 2 showrunners before it's aired. They have gone through 2 one of them was a highly acclaimed writer, Michael Chabon. Now, I don't know anything about Michael Chabon other than what I've seen on his Instagram, where he's a little bit obsessed with the Orange Man. He's another one of those who's just going to jump right in and call you an ist and a phobe. That's what concerns me. They're so misguided from what Star Trek used to be. It also takes the same thing that the original series took on, that the Next Gen took on, that Discovery takes on. Well, Discovery has nothing to do with Star Trek. Discovery is all about making Michael Burnham the center of the goddamn universe. And we know it, and it's disgusting, because she's not even a good character. If this character were an old white dude, it'd be just as bad. And that is the problem that they always want to say. This is one of the things that new fans coming into Picard, or old Star Trek fans who've ignored Discovery or didn't know it was the thing, who are like, oh my god, they're making a new series with Picard and Data's back and 7 of 9 from Voyager. Yeah. If you don't like it, they will call you an ist and a phobe and every name under the sun because you don't like it, because that's the current culture of Star Trek. That is the current mindset of these people. They're of this new little, their little identity politics are taking more of a precedent than storytelling. And we're suffering for it. And it's heartbreaking and it's frustrating and I want to scream and I want to yell and I want to go in and fix the thing because, come on, I want good Star Trek. I'm not just yelling because I'm a hater. This one's important. This is Star Trek. Get it right. Be better. Alex Kurtzman, be better. Learn how to write. Learn how to write a sentence without going "and" every 5 words. Series creator Alex Kurtzman has said before that this series is a different experience from the Next Generation. You know, we feel a tremendous responsibility to the fans. No, you don't. You run and scream whenever my name is mentioned, or Doomcock, or Gary from Nerdrotic, or Midnight's Edge. You guys run like scared little children, have a temper tantrum. You're like, I can't take it. You gotta go take 5 minutes. You and Michelle Paradise both, and I know it because I have sources there that tell me these things. This is how I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know this. This is my baby. This is my wheelhouse. And I am disgusted with the treatment of Star Trek by these people. I am offended as a fan. There are so many years that we're getting this subpar stuff. And this is the one that matters the most to me. Yeah, they have a tremendous responsibility. Just to let Jason Isaacs get up on stage and say that, oh, you have an ist in the White House. This isn't the place. This isn't the time or the place. Or to have Wilson Cruz, who plays the doctor on Discovery, say, oh, well, you need to find this bill to vote on gun control, blah, blah, blah. I don't know which one it is, because I'm not. I am not going to vote. You need to, because I am the gay brown doctor, and everything that I say is better than anything that you measly ist and phobe fans need to. And that's the attitude. Is that, like, we're beneath them because we're fans. Because they have it in their mindset. They're all a bunch of ists and phobes. And I know I should be pulling up images and pictures and stuff, but I've gone over this countless times, so let's check out the playlists. He also said, I want to make sure if I come back, if you love TNG, you'll feel we're honoring it. But this is a very different experience. This is a really very different experience. It looks incredibly different. The kind of storytelling is different. There you go. Elephant in the room right there. The kind of storytelling is different. It's not going to be the storytelling of Star Trek. No. It's going to be this watered down, generic, sci-fi, mystery girl, key to everything crap that we get from everything nowadays. And then we're going to be insulted when we don't like it because they're hiring diversity casting to hide behind their own failures. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And sorry, Star Trek is not the place you want to play that game, buddy boy, because we got 50 plus years of history to show why we're not all a bunch of ists and foes. I am done with this article. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.